Hey guys, welcome back to Khanvolution. My name's Khan. Right now I'm going to be sitting down to check out the Witcher Nightmare of the Wolf official teaser that dropped earlier this morning from Netflix. I am very much excited for this movie. Going to be checking it out on August 23rd, I believe, when it's out. Also be on the lookout for a Witcher video coming up very soon where I break down all of Season 2, and based on my own knowledge of the books and the games, I'm going to be diving into what I exactly think is going to be happening on an episodic format based on all the logos, screenshots, and all the teaser trailers we've gotten thus far for Witcher Season 2. So watch out for that video. Let's go ahead and dive into the Nightmare of the Wolf official teaser, and I'll tell you guys what I think is they're hinting at and what's probably going to happen in this movie based on my own knowledge of the books and the games as well. So let's go ahead and dive in 3, 2, 1, son.
Witches are rogues without virtue.
Oh.
True diabolical creatures fit only for killing. There is no place amidst honest men for them.
Oh shit, he got my hairstyle.
Fear and ignorance are good business.
He sounds a lot like
Witches are experts in
Belmont.
price.
You have to keep a
What is
brand.
that?
But what is
Whoa.
your word, Vesemir?
Very
See,
Castlevania
I'm
art
a monster
style.
hunter. Every deal has a price.
Oh shit. Ghouls. By the thousands, bro. Getting them potion. Get them somersaults. Oh, whoa, okay. Whoa.
Friend of yours?
Friend of a friend.
Okay, who is that? August 23rd, bro, bring it! Okay, there's so much to discuss about this thing. Alright, hold up. Okay, as we go back, I just want to see a couple of things. Okay, so obviously there's like this wanted poster where it seems like Vesemir, or because the main character is Vesemir when he's younger, and I think Vesemir's like youth mainly takes place around like the 12th century or the later half of the 12th century of the Witcher world. I think he turned into a Witcher. He was like a child surprise, and I think most Witchers in general are child surprise because you need like a miracle for a Witcher to happen. Like Geralt went into detail in the end of season 3 that only 3 out of 10 boys actually undergo the trial of grasses successfully to become a Witcher. However, in Vesemir being like the mentor of Geralt, being like, you know, hundreds and hundreds of years old, he actually became a Witcher around the end of the 11th century, I believe, and a lot of like his youthful Witcher life experiences took place in the early and late of the 12th century of The Witcher. And that's why the producers of the Netflix animated series, as well as the live action series, they explained that this animated movie, The Nightmare of the Wolf, is going to take place somewhere in between those two time periods, and we'll see like the fall of Kaer Morhen at that time. We'll see Kaer Morhen at its height and then at its fall, and Vesemir's story is going to probably play the biggest role there. The opening of the anime seems very much like, well, let's talk about the animation first. The animation reminds me incredibly of Castlevania, so I'm glad they got that format of studio going behind, you know, the Netflix animation crew, because you know it's very good. It's very fluid. The action is crisp. I love it, and even sounds like Trevor Belmont at some points. I gotta check out who the voice actor is for this. But okay, so going back to the wanted poster, we're seeing a whole lot of different types of monsters that he's going up against. So he's going up against not only humans but like werewolves and like ghouls. We saw him going up against a lot of ghouls. We're seeing him go up against like vampires, like higher level vampires. We see like a Bruxa at one point. I believe it's a Bruxa, and then another higher level vampire at one point. There was a lady there that he was interacting with that, you know, based on like the necklace, I think it was a sorceress. Now, I know that he has contact with Geralt's mother, Vesena, which allows Vesena to leave Geralt with Vesemir, like, you know, him being a child surprise and whatnot. But I don't think that was Vesena, because Vesena in the books and in the TV series has been depicted as, you know, like very, very pure redhead, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think that was Vesena. The only thing else I can think of is like in terms of Vesemir's like romantic past, I mean, I'm not saying this character has to be romantic in any way, but I think from the games, from what I know, he had like a romantic interest by the name of Manny Goldie or some lady with that kind of name. But I know that the Witcher game isn't canon, but I do think that the show and this animated series will take some creative liberties by incorporating elements from the game as well as the books and combination and tandem, you know what I'm saying? And I think this animated series is canon as far as the live action series is concerned. This is like the prequel to that storyline. So before we are introduced to Vesemir in season 2, we get to see what Vesemir is up to over here. So a lot of it, the teaser is mainly just action, and we see a lot of like the Witcher, the racial discrimination against the Witcher, and of course Vesemir doesn't really let that get to him at a young age because he's at the prime of his capabilities and his abilities as a Witcher, and we see him using like signs, particularly Agni at one point, you know what I'm saying? And we see him taking potions, you know, typical Witcher stuff to enhance their capabilities and abilities to go up against specific monsters. I think like, you know, the in typical movie fashion, we're gonna see him like, you know, at his prime kicking ass in the early of the movie. He probably meets that sorceress by the midway point, and I don't know, that sorceress might be Tissaia de Vries, who knows? They might incorporate Tissaia to a greater role in this series to basically supplement her role in the live action series. So who knows? I don't know, but it could, at this point, it could be any particular sorceress. But I would say the most interesting thing that I saw in this teaser, based on my own knowledge of the books, is that there was a point where he floats through a group of like bats, you know, a sort of like a congregation of bats. And whenever there's a congregation of bats, I think of like higher level vampires because they can disperse into a number of bats. And I do know that in the past, that Vesemir in his past, that's like sort of rumored around the books, is that he had a pretty strong interaction with higher level vampires and Bruxus at one point, and it actually leads into a very important character that's introduced in the Baptism of Fire, one of my favorite characters. But I can't wait to see him in the live action series, but I won't reveal exactly as to who it is. But if you guys have played Blood and Wine, I guess the expansion for The Witcher 3, you guys know who I'm talking about. But that's why, you know, these bats got me excited, because there's a point where Vesemir goes up against a certain level of higher level vampires, and it's one of like his, you know, famous stories. So I think, you know, although they don't necessarily happen around the same time frame, like the fall of Kaer Morhen and that specific event, this animated series might take like some creative liberties to sort of mesh those two together. So yeah, look forward to my group reaction on August 23 when this comes out. I'm super excited. What did you guys think? Leave your comments down below. Is there something I forgot to mention or failed to notice in this trailer? Leave that down in the comments below as well. And have you guys read the books? And look forward to my Witcher Season 2 episodic breakdown of the events of that I think will be occurring in Season 2, as well as what I think the mysterious Episode 8 logo is actually about. So look forward to that. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day or a wonderful night wherever you guys are. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe, hit that like button, and feel free to share the video, and I'll see you guys next time.